Good morning. This is Monday with Friday, stimulating your mind for the week ahead. Please remember to like and share this video as widely as you can, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. You may or may not know Billy Preston's 1974 hit, "Nothing from nothing leaves nothing." That refrain is as much mathematical truth as moral wisdom. Let me translate it for this particular time in our history. Wicked upon wicked leaves wicked. When wicked men attempt to execute justice upon other wicked men, the result will only be more wickedness, never justice nor righteousness. The Iranian government was led by a wicked man. The Israeli government is led by a wicked man. The Russian government is led by a wicked man. The Venezuelan government was led by a wicked man. The American government is led by a wicked man, enabled by callously wicked persons in his cabinet and unprincipled persons on the Supreme Court. Yes, there are other corrupt leaders internationally, but these that I have named distinguish themselves in scale and scope. Russia seeks to destroy Ukraine and seize more of its territory. Nobody else does that on that scale. Iran chants death to Israel, death to America. Hardly anybody else. Only America has pursued regime change by violence and war over the past couple of centuries, and now today in places like Venezuela and now twice in Iran, including 12 Latin American and Caribbean territories, 6 Middle Eastern ones, and others elsewhere. Only America has armed and defended Israel in its genocidal war in Gaza. Only America has stoutly defended Russia in its murderous assault against Ukraine. Wicked upon wicked leaves wicked. Now, Venezuela should not even be on that list, but for its ocean of oil reserves and irresistible lure to a greedy and unprincipled man to the north who is always willing to seize what belongs to others. Nicolas Maduro's territorial claims over Guyana, his repression of citizens, reported extrajudicial killings, and electoral theft are hardly unique. Such sins are replicated across the global south and the global north, America included. Unless you haven't heard about ICE raids, about brazen gerrymandering, or laws meticulously crafted to make voting harder and in some cases obsolete. The modus operandi of the wicked never changes. They lie to gain power, they commit crimes to keep power, and they rewrite the rules to ensure they never lose power. And sometimes the choreography is absurd. Russia, an ally of Iran and Venezuela, mercilessly kills Ukrainians, yet Russia was among the first to urge Israel and America to cease hostilities in Iran last Saturday. Physician, heal yourself. Do it at home. Wicked upon wicked leaves wicked. Here in America, the wickedness continues. ICE raids, twisted electoral laws, healthcare erosion, tax reform tilted toward oligarchs and to hell with the poor. And worst of all is an encroaching religious nationalism that would make the Ayatollah in his grave jealous that his extremism was not sufficiently extreme. Not long ago, then FBI Director Chris Wray identified white and religious nationalism as America's biggest security threat. But today, the FBI, the Department of Justice, and the Department of Homeland Security have become instruments of intimidation and terrorism with ICE agents as poster boys. Some say ICE is the new Proud Boys, that Proud Boys have simply put on badges and taken guns with license to kill. In the past year, ICE has killed dozens of people. Now, it's far fewer than Iran's grotesque tens of thousands reported murdered during protests. But a life is a life. And what ICE does in America differs only in scale, not in spirit, from what Khamenei's regime has done in Tehran. Wicked upon wicked leaves wicked. The American president sought to steal the 2020 election. Days ago, he declared he deserves a third term. And yet, this same man now urges Iranians to overthrow their government. What a thing it would be if Americans did here what he demands of Iranians there. And why shouldn't he demand it of us here if he's prescribing it for somebody else? Wicked upon wicked leaves wicked. America was negotiating a deal with Iran, so we were told, right up to the minute bombs fell. Now, was that diplomacy or deceit? Legal minds may yet debate whether perfidy, a war crime, has been committed. Perfidy is not strategy. It is trickery, luring your opponent with promises of good faith as if you are negotiating while preparing betrayal and death. Now let's not forget, America already had a deal with Iran. It was torn to shreds in a previous term so its destroyer could play savior. Create the problem, then claim to solve it. And if that script costs tens of thousands of lives, it is simply evil. And if, as some suspect, this war conveniently deflects attention away from the Epstein files and the Epstein class, the evil is compounded. And you couldn't miss the irony. Bombs killing schoolgirls, 150 of them, to deflect attention from the bomber who is accused of raping schoolgirls. Got it? Wicked upon wicked leaves wicked. There's yet another layer of wickedness. The commander-in-chief in America reportedly lied years ago to avoid military service. No family member of his has ever worn the uniform or embraced public service. He's dismissed fallen soldiers as losers and suckers. So his casual suggestion that we may lose some servicemen and women in this new war is flatly obscene. As bombs fall, that man invokes God's protection. But hear this, God is neither American nor Iranian. God is not Christian or Muslim. And what this man and his religious followers envision as God, uppercase G, is merely a God, lowercase g, of American supremacy, American religious nationalism, American exceptionalism, and American reductionism. It is a deity draped not in love or the cross of Christ, but in a flag of white nationalism, red blood, and blue privilege, privilege that rarely reaches the masses who defend it while enriching the 1%. How tragic. The American president's God, lowercase g, is no different from Khamenei's God, Netanyahu's God, or Putin's God. Now, good people remake God in their own image. And even then, they can't make God as God. And wicked men do the same. And they do a poor job. Khamenei invoked his God upon his people. The White House and cabinet name their patently wicked acts as in the name of the God of Jesus Christ. They lie. When wicked men invoke their wicked gods to execute justice upon wicked men, the result will never be justice. It will only be more wickedness. Wicked upon wicked leaves wicked. I am Michael Friday, and your week has just become, hopefully, less wicked and better. I'll see you again soon. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.